A bottom-of-the-table relegation battle between St. Pauli in 15th and Borussia Mönchengladbach in 18th place. That's last. They needed 3 points. They got 2-0 up last weekend and managed to lose 3-2 at fellow relegation strugglers Stuttgart. We joined the game in the 8th minute, the home team in brown, but it's Gladbach on the attack. Mistake here from Morris Volz. Passes the ball back, Mike Hanke springs on it immediately, and there's Igor Di Camargo to make it 1-0 after just 8 minutes. 6th goal of the season for Di Camargo. Borussia Mönchengladbach lost this one 2-1 on match day 5 after leading. But they got themselves in front. Mike Hanke still hasn't found the net himself. But that's another assist to his credit. Not a lot that Thomas Kessler could do. And Borussia Mönchengladbach, who've not lost any of their last 7 visits here, feeling very pleased with themselves. Just 4 minutes later, the first chance of the game for the home team. Saved by Christopher Heimerotz. Max Kruse with a second bite of the cherry, but cleared by Tobias Levels. Levels managing to stop Kruse. Just after 20 minutes, this incident, not pretty. Di Camargo, a fairly heavy challenge from Lehmann, but he did take the ball, and then a little motion of the head. Wolfgang Stark is on hand, reaches into his back pocket, pulls out the 3rd red card for him for the season. The last time these two teams met, Idrissou was sent off. They've had 6 sendings off this season, and that was number 7. 5 straight red cards for Borussia Mönchengladbach. But that's what it's like when you're fighting for your lives. Some things just don't go your way. And with 8 minutes to go until the end of the half, it took another turn for the worst as Asamoah found Max Kruse, and the home team got themselves back on level terms. Max Kruse with his 2nd goal of the season. St. Pauli have scored the least goals in the Bundesliga. That one was their 24th. But then they're up against Borussia Mönchengladbach, who have got the leakiest defence. That's the 54th goal that Gladbach have conceded this season. St. Pauli have only won once versus Borussia Mönchengladbach at home. That was a 2-1 in December '89. All square at half-time, though, and plenty to look forward to in the second half. St. Pauli starting the brighter of the two teams. Mistake from Marks, letting them in. Taki, Bartels, and finally the shot over from Lehmann. Gladbach, of course, with only 10 men in the second half. This game was always going to be a struggle after that. And then, on 53 minutes, Asamoah combining with Bartels and Taki. Taki getting it back to him, and Gerald Asamoah with his 5th of the season and his 4th goal in 14 appearances against Borussia Mönchengladbach. That includes all his previous clubs, of course. So St. Pauli taking the lead. St. Pauli, of course, with a weekend off last weekend after their game against local rivals Hamburg was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Asamoah still enjoying his football. And then just 5 minutes later, a counter-attack. Taki getting the ball across to Kruse. He spots Matthias Lehmann, chests it, but look at the position of Christopher Heimerotz. Got the angles all wrong and was punished duly for that. 3-1 to the home team. Lehmann with his 3rd goal of the season. Holger Stanislavski, St. Pauli's coach, very happy indeed that all of a sudden his team had found their scoring boots. Nobody whatsoever in that part of the park except for Matthias Lehmann. Nothing Levels could do. Heimerwart will not want to look at the replay of this one. Left a gaping gap on the far side of his goal. And all Lehmann had to do was be accurate. 21 minutes to play. St. Pauli looking for number 4. Gunesh. This time, Heimerwart making up for earlier errors with a good save, keeping the ball out. Just gets his fingertips to it and pushes it over the bar. But that was the final effort of the game. Gladbach's season goes from bad to worse, but St. Pauli look to have pulled themselves up by the bootstraps. They, going into this weekend, were one of only 3 teams unbeaten in 2011, and they stay that way. The final score from the Millantor Stadium: St. Pauli 3, Gladbach 1.